Other Kamala supporter. Oh yeah, grab him.
I'm uninformed on this issue.
Are you insisting on staying right in front?
Not.
Is that what American tax?
Federal law, you better start packing now.
I personally think that if all of us believe that we should take our rights away, they can petition for the next 4 years. Hope you got that.
Are you in line? Are you here supporting Donald Trump? Whoa! Excuse me, madam, let's dial it in. Are we just like every other Kamala supporter? Oh yeah, grab my hair. Oh yeah, body me up. Angry. Yeah, we're gonna win big. Absolutely not. This is a public space.
Donald, you're harassing me.
I'm not harassing anyone.
Yes, you are.
This is a freedom of speech here.
You're harassing me.
Yeah, you're harassing me.
Donald Trump?
You're harassing me.
Please leave right.
They're gonna call harassment. They're gonna say, next they're gonna say we're assaulting them.
Brother, Just imagine if a man had tried to do the things this woman just did. He would be crucified right on the spot. And she is so shameless that after doing what she did, she is even falsely accusing him.
You put your hand on
To
me.
give her some space.
But I would say it's more of a scientific issue than a philosophical one because if we, sir,
It's never happened.
but okay, so
Give her a little bit of space if you don't mind, sir.
what's
Do you mind?
I'll give him enough space.
I'm just asking you nicely.
I would appreciate it.
I'm uninformed on this issue.
Are you insisting on staying right in front of her face? Now you can think that a fetus is.
I don't understand. You don't put your hand on nobody. You put your hand on me next time. Don't do that.
Okay, I apologize.
When you do that,
I
I'm gonna put you to
apologize.
sleep.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Okay, I apologize.
I have a right to take you down. I can.
Well, that's not true.
I could do that. I can put you to sleep in 2 seconds.
Then
When I
you'll go to jail.
Yeah.
I asked you.
Put your hand. No, you tap me like this. That's right.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Well, now you're on camera doing it to me.
Yeah,
So
you put your
I
hand on
asked you to
me.
give her some space, and that's it.
Yeah, but you don't put your hand on nobody in this place.
I don't want to upset you with this.
No, you don't put your hand on nobody.
I asked you to give her space. You didn't like
Well,
that.
you didn't ask me what. Yeah, but
I apologize. That's it. I apologize.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm hard of hearing. Like I said, don't put your hand on. I'm hard of
But
hearing.
if you're hard of hearing, how would you have heard me without me tapping you?
Don't question my disability. You fucking demonicated bastard.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you are. You come and pretend like
Sure,
you're intellectual.
sure.
You fool.
Thanks for talking. Thank you. Have a good one.
He looks to have some kind of mental issue, or he is really frustrated because of something. That's why he is trying to make a mountain out of a molehill.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together. Damn. I got a message. As a guy who spent 34 years deporting illegal aliens, I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now.
He cold.
You're damn right. Because you're going home. I got another message. Another message to the criminal cartels in Mexico. You smuggled enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done.
That's what I'm talking about!
You could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're in the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Mr. Chair, the memo is submitted to the record for review. Inspector General Costello, one last thing.
This is the kind of determined officials every country needs, and now as he also has the power to do what is right, it is his responsibility that he leaves no stone unturned in doing what is right for his country.
If you care so much about women's rights, and I'm not disputing that you do, or that it's a big issue, and for the record, I believe in a woman's right to choose. But let's put my cards on the table. But why, especially Kamala Harris, positioning herself as I'm the one for women's rights here? How do you equate that with what goes on, for example, in women's sport, which is so grotesquely,
there it is.
which is such
I was
a
like, how is he going to spin this to something so unrelated?
But it's not unrelated. Well, the reason I think it's important is that last week the United Nations came out with a report saying 900 women had been deprived of medals by trans athletes around the world. This is outrageous and an obvious direct attack on women's rights. How do you equate, never mind me, how do you equate being for women's rights but also for that attack on women's rights?
Because cis female athletes are not dying.
What does cis mean?
In your terms, women born female
A woman.
are not dying.
Let's just clarify.
They're
what you
not
mean.
being turned
Do you
away
mean
from
a woman?
emergency rooms.
Do you mean a woman?
But
Do you mean a woman?
Wait, hang on, wait. Here's the goalpost. Can you move it a little bit? Because
When people ask you what you are, do you go into a long? When people say what are you, do you go into a long speech about cis and things? Or do you say I'm a woman?
Yeah, I say I'm a woman. I'm telling you right
now. Why are we using the word cis?
That female athletes aren't dying at the rates that women are currently dying in places like Georgia. Amber Thurman.
Why the fear-mongering? Like, why? Captain Obvious here said, "Dear Latinos for Trump." During World War II, 120,000 Japanese people were put in concentration camps. They were legal U.S. citizens. Now, completely forgetting the fact that the person who did that was a Democrat, Trump has never indicated in any way whatsoever that he wants to do anything to legal immigrants. The man is fucking married to one, for Christ's sake. Like, that statement is just pure fear-mongering for no reason. Like, if you put that out before the election, okay, I get why you were doing that. The goal is to push people over to vote for Kamala Harris. But we're past the election, which means you are fear-mongering for nothing. There is nothing that can be gained from saying shit like that, from making that bullshit up and trying to pretend that's what Trump wants to do. Like, there is literally nothing to gain except to create division and fear. And if your goal after an election is to create division and fear, you are an absolutely horrible person. And you're what's wrong with this country.